evening and welcome to the Spotlight. My name is Levi Kones. I want to start by making an apology to all of you that have been waiting for this program tonight. We really do apologize for the delay in the start of this program, but as they say, the show must go on. Tonight we're discussing matters African politics and just talking through the different situations in the various countries that we have in the African continent. And with me is a gentleman who is well versed on matters to do with Africa. He is the chairman of the Pan-African Forum, as well as a media mogul himself, Dr. David Matsanga.
Thank you very much for inviting me, and I'm always very glad to return to CAS TV.
Karibu sana.
And thank you very much, Chairman.
Yeah, so
greet the chairman for me before I forget.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Let me just ask, in your recent rounds in Africa, where have you been concentrating the most, and what's going on generally in
Everywhere.
Africa?
But I would have concentrated much on the conflict between Kenya and Somalia, the dispute, the maritime dispute. You remember this matter was brought to my attention.
Yes. On
30th of August. And I have taken about 3 trips into Europe.
Yeah. Tell us a bit about it, because most Kenyans hear that what the Somalis are trying to do is to own the whole coastline, including Kenya's.
Yes.
All the way down.
The point is
what's
that
the issue?
They have to stick to the agreement that was there before. But before we could do that, somebody very mischievous on the Somali side, the Prime Minister, a Norwegian Prime Minister, is not a Somali Prime Minister. He holds a Norwegian passport. He sold these blocks to the Norwegians. So he's trying to cover up the bad deeds that he did. He sold the country without the countrymen knowing. But that is another plank that I'm coming to. My plank was the judge. The presiding judge is a Somali national. The president of the court. I had 6 points against him. I have been interviewed by the panel from the registrar's office. I went for that interview in London, and I have done it very well. And I think, as we speak now, he might not be on the panel because his term of office is ending sometime in February.
Yes. Daktari, why is this an issue now? People will wonder. You know, we have been living with this.
People did not.
With these Somalis all these years.
Yes.
No problem.
I mean, external forces have come in. Those who want oil. You see, Shell oil, Shell BP, Shell oil of Dutch. They have paid. They have rented what they don't even know. How do you rent blocks in an ocean when you don't know where they exist or not? What about if a tsunami comes to take them away? It is sad that external forces, darker forces, try to create conflict in a place where there was no conflict. There is a proxy war running around Somalia, around the East African coast, around this region, around Uganda, Burundi, Rwanda, Kenya, Southern Sudan. There are countries that are really bent to make sure that these countries go to a very big war. And that war is caused by resources. Look at what Shell and Exxon have done. They have paid Somalia yesterday for $1.7 million for renting blocks that are under dispute. You see? The other company that did all this malice is Soma Oil. And
so it's basically an oil war, as you say, it's a resources issue.
A resources issue based, the conflict. And the worst thing is that some of this money is going to the terrorists. The terrorists, some of the money like the Prime Minister of Somalia is linked to terrorism for a long time. I've been following him for a long time. He has been part of the terrorist sleeper cells that have destroyed, killed, brought agony to the people of Norway, Europe, London, now Somalia, and East Africa and Kenya. I'm following it, and I'm not going to keep quiet about it.
So you, as a Pan-Africanist, are getting involved, but others would wonder, you know, where is the African Union in this?
African Union? Which one? This one at Addis Ababa. Yes. That one went long time ago. That one is translated. If people can come and steal intelligence and here tap the phones of our presidents, And the information, when our presidents arrive there, our information is taken by Alcatel, a French company. There's
So what you're saying,
AU chairperson.
what you're saying is that, according to you, the AU is just a
I have made
like a ghost to us.
I have made 4 intelligence reports, detailed investigative reports. 4. They are on the website. Millions have read. I predicted this problem of this man sacking the woman in Washington. I predicted it. It is me who blew the whistle about women being paid. You have to have some interaction, a sexual interaction before you are given a job at AU. And that AU admitted. The second one, the tapping of phones, the recruitment. Who in France, in Paris, is paying the top officers of the AU, especially the chairperson? That's why the chairperson has sacked the Zimbabwean woman for condemning.
It's really sad when we think of it that way, because then we wonder as Africans.
Yes, we are in a bad shape. You want to tell me? There is a war in Cameroon. The AU cannot bring this topic agenda to be discussed. We welcome Paul Obiya to come and drink tea with us when people are dying in Babazonia. We welcome Mr. Buhari. People are dying in Biafra. The southeastern part of Biafra is gone. The northern part of Biafra, Boko Haram finished it. We are having insurgents moving. Libya is bleeding. The AU is laughing, watching General Khalifa Haftar destroying Africa, destroying Libya, killing the very Libyans that we recognize as a government. Where is the AU? Is it not there? French have captured it.
So what's the recourse?
We have to topple the leadership of African Union. And I'm heading there. I have so far 3 million signatures. We shall topple him. We shall take it.
Disband it and
The
restart.
man from Chad has to leave that office. That's it. The president can like him, but we don't like him because we have evidence of him. We have serious evidence that we can table to any international panel. You know, you don't wrestle Matsanga on internationalism. Never. You can't wrestle me on internationalism. Try me.
Very
Try me.
Dr.
Ocampo, if you can see where Ocampo is. Where is Ocampo? Where is Ocampo? Ocampo cannot even book a single room anywhere. He's a thief, a gambler. He gambled. He gambled with lives of Africans. He was paid $17 million to gamble. He admitted. I followed him. I got him. Bring it on. Anything on international scene, I will floor you.
What would be the ideal scenario you would like to see for the African continent?
Just to change the leadership, which is revolutionary, like Nkrumah, Nyerere, Sekou Toure, Kabore, Samora Machel, Obote, Jomo Kenyatta, Haile Selassie, Patrice Lumumba. These are the men, Lisa Benebera. These are men who speak for Africa. We have a man who is dining with our darker forces. They want oil. Look at what is happening here. A proxy war in Burundi, in East Africa between Rwanda and Burundi, Burundi and Uganda and Rwanda. Congo is flaring up. Hello, Africa. We needed somebody to speak. We need people to speak.
Yeah,
we don't have president. We have Kenyatta speaks. President Uhuru Kenyatta speaks. Museveni tries to speak. But the presidents who spoke are gone. Mugabe is gone. We need another Mugabe to speak out. We are under siege.
And yet the West did not like Mugabe.
Yes, look at Somalia. Who paid Somalia to go to Hague? Who paid Somalia to go to the Hague? Norway. And we are smiling with the Norwegian ambassador here. What for? Tell her to pack and leave. You are creating us a problem. We are dying in Somalia. Ugandans are dying. Kenyans are dying to pacify in Somalia. American hegemony comes to open an embassy, refuses to proscribe Al-Shabaab. Hello? How many people in Kenya have died of Al-Shabaab? And you refuse to call them terrorists?
So the suggestion here would be, like most would say, this would be, we are saying that there's some neo-colonialism going on and trying to fight against it. And yet Africa for many, many years has since even post-independent Africa has still needed a lot of help from the West.
Which help?
And we have our, even as we say what you alluding to and
Yes.
talking about how
Yes.
they, there's a fight for resources, they're trying to get into the African continent and take out all these things. The truth of the matter is we do have African governments that are still begging for aid out there.
Why do we beg for aid today? Because we have been strangulated. Wait, we have been strangulated. On one hand, when we want to stabilize, you bring sanctions on us. Today, over 2,000 officials of Uganda government are on sanction list. So my country will be devastated with sanctions. Why do you sanction people, then follow to stop aid? Sanctions in third world country don't change governments.
Yeah, there are still sanctions in Zimbabwe,
Yes,
even as we speak.
they don't have.
And yet there has been a regime change.
No, is the government changed? The same government, the same people. My brother in Mnangagwa, we started fighting sanctions with Mnangagwa 20 years ago. It is Mnangagwa who introduced me to Mugabe. And I started working against sanctions, removed the sanctions on the ministers. The only two people in Zimbabwe left on the European Union sanction list is the Mugabe is gone, the wife, and one company. I filed an application in the European Court of Justice, General Court, this is David Matang, to remove sanctions on Zimbabwe.
And do they say that these sanctions are because we are violating human rights? Is a way of checks and balances to make
How much human rights have been violated in Afghanistan? Tell me. In Afghanistan, are we not talking to Taliban? You tell me. Go ahead. We are talking to Taliban. Hallelujah. Now I know the reason, and let the people of Kenya be careful. When America refuses to proscribe an organization, I've dealt with them before on the road resistance. I mean, I was the one who refused that type of money that Timothy was bringing with Candace Frazier. I told them I will throw in the Nile. We want a peaceful Uganda, not the money that you come to talk to the rebel commanders. Let the Kenyans be careful. Al-Shabaab could be talking somewhere in Samara with America.
That's a very, very
seriously
serious allegation
I
to make.
know it's not an allegation. I am telling you. Can you give me one reason why America refused to proscribe Al-Shabaab as a terrorist group? Tell me.
I wouldn't do. I'm not.
Tell me. Then
Okay, we're going to take a quick break on that note. When we come back, more on African politics. You're on the spotlight. Don't go away.